Hi, I'm Chris from BikeReview.com.au, and today I'm having a look at Yamaha's MT-07 Tracer. This is a LAMS legal sports touring option. It's on the expensive end of things, however it's a really awesome entry-level sports tourer. And in saying that it is a LAMS machine, it's actually powerful enough to just do whatever you'd need as a normally licensed rider. It's good for 2-up. It's got the MT-07 engine in it, which is really well renowned, and there's a reason for that. Even though it's restricted under the Australian LAMS scheme, it's got more than enough power for your everyday riding, it's plenty fast enough, and it's just a really awesome machine. This is our long-term bike, so we've accessorized it. We've got a number of different accessories on it that are all available through Yamaha, as well as a DNA air filter, which has given a nice bit of extra power, a little bit more sound along with the exhaust. And overall, it's very hard to criticize this bike. The MT-07 engine, obviously while restricted, is a really nice power plant with the Parallel-Twin. It doesn't have a slipper clutch, and the gearbox on this model is quite clunky, which is something I didn't notice on the MT-07. It's probably my only real criticism of the machine. Suspension is non-adjustable on the front, but very well balanced. You've got the rear with preload adjustability. We found 1 and 2 up, it's been great. It's done a trip down to Phillip Island with another contributor who was very happy on board the bike. And the brakes themselves, you've got dual disc brakes on the front. Those do a really good job. You could upgrade the braking by adding some better brake pads. However, overall, the package is just exceptional. The overall look of the bike is also something that I think is great, even in this kind of matte finish. It's a matte satin finish black. It stands out. It looks great in photos. Looks great when you see someone else on the bike, which is really good. Comes with panniers as standard, which is a nice little bonus. So you've got some good storage space, and there's plenty of accessories from Yamaha, so you can do lots and lots of things with this machine. So if you're looking for a LAMS legal sports touring option, this is definitely the bike I would recommend. It just does everything exceptionally well. It's a well-balanced package. It offers great value despite being quite an expensive LAMS offering. And it's just going to be something that you'd never really need to replace. I have to say, as a fully licensed rider who rides a 600 Super Sport every day, I jump on this, and to be honest, you know, it's nice and torquey down low, it's got great performance, it's really fun to ride. With the Acro on it, it's quite a bit louder. It's just an awesome all-round machine.
G'day guys, it's Jeff here from Bike Review. Just here to say goodbye to our fantastic long-termer. One of our long-term bikes this year was this one, Project Tracer 700, MT-07 Tracer 700. Been an absolutely awesome bike. Chris has been the one using it mostly, but I have had it at home quite a lot and used it for a bit of commuting and running around, and been for a fair few decent rides on it too, and we've gone and done photo shoots and ridden it to the airport and all sorts of stuff like that. So it's been an unbelievably good bike. Honestly, if we had a Bike of the Year award or anything like that, this thing would be a contender for sure. Yamaha really hit the nail with the brief on this motorcycle. So it's got the fun, punchy, Parallel-Twin, learner-approved 700 engine, and honestly, you wouldn't believe it was a LAMS bike. You really wouldn't for normal riding. Everyone that's ridden it says, is that really a learner bike? It's not till you really start revving it up the top end that you realise that it's learner restricted. But even then, the thing well and truly it's much faster than the speed limit, put it that way. So it's been an unreal bike. We've done all the servicing work ourselves, which hasn't been a drama because we're qualified to do so, so that's fine. But it hasn't given us any problems in the entire test. We've got 7,000 Ks on the clock and still on the standard tyres it came out with. Don't need new tyres yet. But one thing I have noticed about this bike is throughout the year, every time I've ridden it, even though it's a learner bike, and I usually ride all the bigger bikes and stuff, it's made me smile. Like, I really grin from ear to ear when I ride this bike. And one of the things is the sound. It just sounds so cool with this Acro on it. I might just start it up so you can hear it. So you can hear it idling. It's got a bit of a thumping. Like how good's that sound for a learner bike? So it just makes you smile. It's just like bah, 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 everywhere you go. You just feel like a hoon. So definitely a fun bike. It might be an all-rounder, but it's a really good fun all-rounder. So we had the panniers on it, which have been really handy. They lock on, they lock off, they're soft. You can't scratch them or damage them. That's been unreal. The pillion seat's huge with a big grab rail. We got the comfort seat on it, which isn't really comfortable. It's more of a sports seat, and the standard seat's probably better, but even then it does need a comfort version if you're going to be doing any big trips on it. You know, and with the higher bars and the upright position and the adjustable screen, no tools, you just undo this and put it up and down. I usually have it on the lower setting. It's an amazing bike, and we've done a fair bit of off-road on it as well. Dirt roads and touring on dirt roads. Richard rode it to Phillip Island and back for MotoGP and did a 3,000 kilometre round trip from the New South Wales Central Coast down to Cowes and back via the snowy mountains and all sorts of places. And he did a lot of off-road and road on that trip, rain, hail, shine, twisties and everything. And he just said he can't believe how good it was. He went with a mate on a Hayabusa and a mate on a CBR 1000RR, and he gave them a real run for their money through the twisties and was quicker than them most of the time. Because it's that kind of bike, you can just throw it around and you can hit all the bumps and it doesn't matter. It's got ABS, no other fancy electronics to worry about. A basic dash that just gives you all the info you need, including the little economy symbol, so that's great because it is pretty good on juice. And Chris has fitted a whole bunch of parts to it throughout the review, like all the crash knobs and the exhaust system and all that kind of stuff you can read about. So overall though, I'm really going to miss this bike. If I had the money and the space, I would probably buy it for myself, because I just love running around town on it and I'm really going to miss it. So yeah, thanks a lot to Yamaha for this long-termer. It's been one of our favourites of all time, and we're really going to miss it. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.